It's too dark. Oh, you're welcome on board Deeper Truth this evening. The warrior, Mama Caroline, Allah, welcome on board. We thank you for your work. We thank you for coming back into the one family, the family that has chosen the right path, the family that has chosen the path that is focused and determined to go to the finish line. Thank you very much. Mami, any Asha, I know say it block all side for Nana. For inside house, then for inside die una dey cry. Una carry my support. Salute Mami for me. Please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. Thank you. Just hit the share button, please. Volume. Oh God, let me see. I hope. Is it okay now? I was a little bit. Is the volume okay? Hello. Please, somebody indicate if the volume is okay. If there's any problem, you let me know. Please hit the share button. Okay, thank you, I get it. Please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. We have a bit of talk today. You know, I always come once a week, which is Tuesdays, to give my own little contribution to this struggle. So as you come on in, please, you hit the share button. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Erico. Thank you. As you come on in, you hit the share button, please. On WhatsApp groups, you can share the link. We get a number. We start. Today is Tuesday. Ngokutunja is bereaved. Ngokutunja is mourning the death of a very powerful soldier. May his soul rest in peace. You know, there have been a little bit of controversy about it. There have been a little bit of controversy about the death, but please get it from me. General No Pity is gone. So I'll be inviting the defense coordinator, Comrade Dob Rice, any moment from now for him to, when we start, he's going to call and he's going to explain to the Ambazonian people what happened, and then we are going to make small analysis on it. So please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. When we get a number, we start, please. Hit the share button. Thank you. Hit the share button. We have much. The revolution is this revolution, fellow Amazonians, this revolution is not for chicken-hearted. Ben came. Yes, there was a mix-up with Secretary Chris yesterday. He made a call to the number, and La Republic had printed that number, impersonating him. So that is where the mix-up came. So when the person who talked with Secretary Chris yesterday thought it was Secretary Chris thought it was no pity, but actually it was not him. That is what they have been doing, which I'm going to explain in this show today. What La Republic is doing. Please, as you come on in, you hit the share button, please. Thank you. So that is what is happening. I think he was buried this morning. So we say, may his soul rest in the most perfect of peace. This revolution is taking a turn for those who are strong. This revolution is not for chicken-hearted people. This revolution, the Bible says, not all those who cry, who says, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus will enter the kingdom of heaven. Not all. So not all who cry Ambazonia wants us to get this independence. Not all of them. We must understand that. Please hit the share button. Hit the share button, please. Thank you. As you come on in, you hit the share button. When we get a number, we start. Please hit the share button. That is the war. That is it. And we are going to keep fighting. We are going to keep fighting. Everybody in this struggle is a general. Everybody. I'll call one of the defense coordinator, the defense strategist for Ngokutunja is going to answer this question. Lala. Is it Lala? No. Waters. Yeah, I think the defense coordinator himself will come and explain. Please hit the share button. We get 200, we start. Why we are... Now, there's a small issue I want to address to certain people in this revolution. I want to send this message specifically to Colonel John Atta. Yes, I want to pass this message. I have seen him. These 2 days he has been a type. Let me tell you, Colonel John, please. There is something you cannot force. You cannot force people. You can carry the donkey to the river, But you can never force that donkey to drink that water. It is practically impossible. You have been doing your best. You have been struggling. You want unity. Nobody in this revolution hates unity. Everybody wants unity. Everybody loves unity. Everybody wants unity. But what is the purpose of that unity? That unity must carry a purpose, a term of reference. What is the unity of that? What is the purpose of that unity? Why can't you tell all the leaders, okay, from each group now, raise $20,000 or $30,000 from all of the groups and send it to ground zero? It's not all about unity, unity, unity. There are things I go in my life personally and other activists. How do you call unity when people are out there exposing, putting pictures of others who want to, when you air your view, when you air your opinion, they carry your picture, that of your family, they put it on social media. Do you think it's easy? No, I don't think it's easy. Yeah, Mr. David, is it Mr. David who? Mr. Dave, yeah, that is it. When you have your opinion, please express that opinion peacefully. You don't need to abuse. That is all. When you don't have anything up there, you only abuse. When you don't have anything upstairs, all you do is only abuse, because it ends at that level. It ends at that level. Like I was saying, Colonel John Atta, please. You are a fighter, you are a warrior. But please, I want to tell you that most confused fighters and warriors end up in two ways. They either end up as prisoners of war, as captives of war, or they end up as allied to the enemies. Listen, most warriors who are confused, they either end up as prisoners of war, they are captured by the enemy, or they are allied. They become allied to the enemy, just like what Yannick Sikot has done. It's because he was so confused, weak-minded, he never even knew where he stood. That is why he has ended up in the camp of the enemy as an ally. So, Mr. John Atta, please be focused. Focus and build. That is the most important thing. Focus and build. Where you are. Are you with the interim government? Yes. There is nobody who is perfect. Please just build where you are. If you are with the interim government and you see maybe there are loopholes, there are mistakes in the interim government, build with the interim government. If you are with Maurice, build with Maurice. That is simple. So we are appeal for leaders should unite. I don't understand your level of unity. I don't understand. We have the Team Act. If you are crying for unity, let them join the Team Act, and then that is the unity for purpose. That is unity for purpose. Don't come every day and be crying unity. Which unity are you talking? That all the groups should dissolve and join the interim government? Is that the unity you are talking about? Because the interim government, I want to tell you, the interim government can never dissolve. The interim government will stand till we reach Boya. The interim government is the people's EIG, the people's government will always stand. Any person who wants to work with that interim government, you will join. You will come in and we will collaborate. We will work as a team. That is the most simple thing. So, Mr. Atta John, please, you are heading the way of Yannick Sikot. You are heading towards his direction. So, please, don't stop disturbing yourself. Stop troubling yourself every day. Unity. 9. I will tell you, Ambazonians, today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, I stand for unity of purpose. Any other thing out of that unity of purpose, I'm not there. And that unity of purpose is when we will sit as a team, the Team Act, to face La Republique on the other side. In the Swiss initiative, in the Swiss talk, we face them there. So we need to do what? We need to put the pressure for La Republique to go to Swiss. Because that is the only internationally recognized direction for negotiation that the world is pointing to. That is the only internationally recognized. So please, Mr. John Atta, so Colonel John, please stop disturbing yourself. Stop boring your life. Stop boring your life. So don't be confused. Just be focused and contribute in your own small way. You cannot talk for everybody. You only talk for your own self and your interest because you want something. Okay, you are talking, you want this, you want that, this one should do this one should do that. At the end of the day, there are people, the majority wants it the way it is now. The interim government that carries the majority. The interim government that carries the majority stands with the interim government and wants things to be as the way they are. Dr. Sako has been given a 2-year mandate. After that 2 years, if we are not yet in Boya, maybe an election will be conducted, and then if he is voted out, another person takes over and we ride on. Which we don't pray that 2 years will come again. No, we don't want that 2 years. We want more than, we want before 2 years, let us already be in Boya. So please, and I want to pass this message to our local mayors, to our to local mayors and councillors who have been imposed on the people of Ambazonia by the colonial government of Yaoundé. There was no election in Ambazonia. There was no election. Some of you think everything is normal. No, let us run the council. I'm getting information. I want to warn all the workers of Kumbatu Council in particular. That is my sphere of operation. That is my sphere of operation. All the workers of Kumbatu Council. Please, if you are working in Kumbatu Council and you are getting this information, if you are watching this live show, please, that council does not have to operate because no election took place in Kumbatu. So I am calling on all those who think, Mr. Bachu Jacob K., you call yourself the mayor of Kumbatu. You were not elected by the people of Kumbatu. And you know that the people of Kumbatu can never elect you in particular. This is not the first time you've made an attempt. So now when you see that the people are resolved on fighting for their independence, you have the CPDM cabal has imposed you on the people of Kumba. Mr. Bachu Jacob K., let me warn you through this live broadcast. Let me warn you. Stop putting the life of workers at risk. That council has to shut down. We know that military men are operating in that council. Military men are working in that council. You are working with them inside. We know that there is a heavy military presence in that council. And so anything can happen at any time up that council. Let me warn you. Those who are still going up in that council, up that hill in Kumbatu, please. Mr. Bachu Jacob K., you have not been elected as mayor. There was no election in Kumbatu. So please, you have been imposed on the people of Kumba by Yaoundé. If you are interested in ruling, please carry your family and go to Yaoundé. You are part of these Bameleke people whom we say they are working, sponsoring militias against the Ambazonian people. And when we say we get out of Ambazonia, it becomes a problem. I am giving you a stern warning. All those who are working in the councils of Kumba 1, Kumba 2, and Kumba 3, please, no election was conducted in Kumba. So I am telling you, all those who are risking their lives for nothing to go to these buildings, be very careful. We know there are heavy military presence in this building. So you are warned. Anything can happen at any time. We are there to defend the territorial integrity of our people. I think this is Comrade Dop. Yeah, please, can you just call me back and just give me 10 minutes. Let me round up with this introduction and then you call back so that we talk. Please, I know your time is not the best, but please, just bear with me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that was the strategies of Kumba in the Ngokutunja. But let me just get through with this. Like I was saying, I am talking to those who are in Kumba, Meme County, Kumba in particular, all those who are risking their lives to go to these council buildings that they are workers. There's a heavy military presence. We have gotten the intelligence. There is heavy military presence in there. But I've given a steam warning to Mr. Mbachu Jacob K. All your so-called fraudulent councillors imposed by Yaoundé on the people of Kumba. 2, please be very careful. It is high time you leave. It is high time you leave Kumba. It is high time, Mr. Bachun Jacob K. It is high time you carry your family and you leave Kumba. Don't say you were not warned. Don't say it. Don't say you were not warned. So all those who are going to that council, supporting that cabal that has been imposed, Kumba 1, Kumba 2, Kumba 3, the Mbonga Council and the Konya Council, there was no election in Meme. They have been imposed by Yaoundé. And so the time is coming. Thank you very much, our technician on board, Comrade Clovis Nanchop. Thank you very much. That it's okay live on satellite. Thank you very much. So this is a steam warning that I'm giving to the colonial, the imposed so-called mayor and his deputy. Please don't think everything is not. There is nothing is normal. I want to inform you that nothing is normal. Nothing is normal. You think life has gone back to normal? You think, please, you will be shocked. And another warning to those who are, our boys are on special assignment. There were some few boys who wanted to joke on Sunday. There was some few Okadas. You were spotted. We know they were military men, but we will get to you. So that one is certain. That one is classified. There's a mission on that. So if you know you took your bike out on Sunday, which was declared a ghost town, know you have been noted, and you for disobeying the law of the interim government, for disobeying the law of the land, you will face judgment. So take note. I want to also give a little bit about this. We are getting some funny information that there is coronavirus already in Boya and in Limbe. They said they have 2 cases in Boya and they have 2 cases in Limbe. And 1 case in Limbe. Please, I just want to give this piece of advice to our restoration forces. Please, I want to really appeal to our restoration forces. It will be very damaging. It will be very damaging if it penetrates, if this virus enters into any camp. There are so many common things. We go out, we interact, and we come back. Please, in every camp, I'll be launching the Operation Sanitizers for our camp. In every camp, please put a bucket or a gallon of water at the entrance of the camp, so that anybody who goes out and is coming in, please, you wash your hands. At least for 1 minute, not even 20 seconds, at least for 1 minute. Wash your hands. Wash your hands for at least 1 minute before entering in the camp. Please, we should avoid greetings, intimate greetings in the camp now. We should avoid intimate greetings. Please, let us be 1 meter apart in the camp. We should struggle to maintain that. Another dangerous thing that we have to advise our people, in Victoria. Another issue that we have to advise our soldiers, please, we know you love, some of you smoke. Please do not toast cigarettes again. Stop it. Please, stop toasting of cigarette. Stop toasting of cigarette. No more cigarette toasting. No. No more drinking from 1 cup. No. Please, all these things are dangerous because the moment this virus enters one camp, know that the whole camp will be, we understand that the unity that people have in the camp. And the most important, stop sharing of cigarette. Please, let us make this as an advice. Let us make this as an advice to all our camps. Stop sharing of cigarette. Do not smoke and give it to your friend. No, that is the most common means that this virus will be spread in our camps. Wash your hands. Even if there is no sanitizer, wash your hands with soap. Normal soap. Just wash your hands with soap. Please. We have certain symptoms that when it appears, you have to be very cautious about it. Please, very, very cautious about it. When somebody have dry cough and has fever at the same time, because it goes always the same. Dry cough, fever, and sometimes you see running nose, where your nose is running. Please, it's a very dangerous sign. It's a very dangerous sign. Please, Amazonians, we need to educate our boys now, because what La Republic will do, La Republic, they are very wicked. They are extremely wicked. These people are wicked to the point that they can release one in the camps. Touch somebody, a soldier, they will go and they will do. No new member in the camps at this moment, because we protect anybody who is entering the camp. Please, if you went to town for anything, wash your hands. Wash your hands before you enter any camp. No more greeting with hands again. I know it's difficult, but no more greeting with hands again. Please, greet with your feet. You can greet like this, or you hit it like that. Please, our camps should be protected. Please, our camps should be protected. So I am begging all those who are in the camps, please. So it is very, very important. Cleanliness, washing of hands is very, very important. Please don't come closer to one another. Talk 1 meter difference. You always give that 1 meter difference. Please. Thank you very much. Please, Comrade Dobrais, if you are there, I want to go into the issue, the first part of the talk now, which is the death of Commander General No Pity. So before I go into it, I'll call please, Comrade Dobrais, the strategies from Ngokotunja County. Please, can you call now? Call. Let's get the version of what really happened. After that, and then I'll make analysis on it. Let's hear from the defense strategists of Ngokotunja County. Yeah, this issue of chloroquine, we should be careful with it. Keep it in the camp, don't drink it. It's very...
Hello?
Yes, hello, please, Ambazonians. This is Comrade Dobrais, the strategist, defense strategist for Ngokotunja.
Hello?
Yeah, you are welcome, Comrade Dobrais.
Yeah, good evening, Paul. Good evening, Comrade Paul.
Thank you.
Good evening to Ambazonians, and good evening to those who are following you.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Yeah, I'm all yours. So how do we do it?
Yes, please. I would like you to explain to the Ambazonian people what happened. We are getting information. We saw it on Facebook. We saw videos of our hero. So yeah, what really happened? What really transpired?
Yeah, so actually it's with a very heavy heart that I come to you this evening. I know we already talked yesterday and this morning, and with the confirmation and everything. It's indeed with a really, really heavy heart that the whole Amazonia and Ngokotunja in particular is coming to your platform to confirm the passing away of our General No Pity.
It's a sad event.
Yeah. So we are still taking investigation. The investigations are still going on surrounding the circumstances of his passing away. What we can say for now from the preliminary investigations is that it's an inside job because he was stabbed and his weapons was not taken away. So we believe that it was an inside job, and two of his soldiers are nowhere to be found. We don't know if they're actually with the Republic or somewhere else. And also, one of his main informant, who is also our informant, who is from the other side, we believe to be the main suspect, because for the past 2 weeks, as you may or may not know, Ngoki Tunja has been under the pounding of La Republique for the past 2 weeks. The military command from La Republique with the headquarters in Mezambamenda.
Yes.
They had held their meeting, and the main topic was the head of our general. They wanted the head of No Pity, dead or alive. So that is why for the past 2 weeks we have been having a lot of attacks from left and right in the whole of Ngokitunja for the past 2 weeks. So that being said, so it was last week actually, together with this agent of us who used to give us intelligence about the movement of our enemy. He went missing for some time, and then he resurfaced. And when he resurfaced, normally he will pass intelligence to us, and we will pass to our guys. And sometimes he will also have their direct lines. So we believe that with the numerous energy and electricity cuts, we could not get to our guys, and we could not also get to him, and so he had to get to them by himself, not knowing of course not knowing his motive behind trying to meet them personally. And because the main target has always been for the past 2 weeks has been No Pity. I think he was trapped or in some kind of a situation where he really laid down his guard, because we have known this particular source of intelligence for a while, for over a year, and we trusted him. We've dealt with him for over a year now, so there was no need to raise some eyebrows. So they have always been meeting anyway. So we think that it's during this encounter with this Republic agent that he went down, because actually it's the one of the civilians that found his body and had to alert the guys that we found somebody dead, the corpse of one guy in the bushes, and you have to come and check who is it. The ammunition is still there, everything is still there. So we don't think that it's the army that did it, because they didn't take anything, so he is still there. So while the guys went there, and then they found out it was their commander, and those with whom he had left, they are nowhere to be found. And as I said, we are still undertaking investigations, and so we have about 2 to 3 of his deputies.
So can I say it was the negligence of the Defense Council of over-trusting on the part of the general, or what happened? Has he been buried already?
Yeah, he has been buried already. I will not say it's the negligence of the Defense Council. When these guys are going into an area, they will shut down the energy.
Wait, was he killed? Was he killed in his base, or he was out of his base?
No, No, not in the base. If it was in the, it wouldn't be possible in the base.
Okay.
It will not be possible in the base. It will not be possible in the base. It was far away. Probably they had a meeting. He had to meet him somewhere, probably for supplies or whatsoever. We can't say, but we think that he had to meet him because he could not talk on the phone because he had to give him some.
Okay. So he had a meeting. He had a meeting with him, and a physical encounter, and that was okay.
Yeah, because from the stabbing, he was stabbed under the left rib.
Yeah, directly. I saw directly under the heart, in the heart, directly in the heart.
Yeah, definitely with a knife, and that's what we believe. It was not a gunshot. It was not a gun wound.
So can I say, can we attribute it as the numerous videos that they have been making on social media, numerous whatsoever, that pictures is
probably yeah. I mean, and it was really overwhelming. And the thing is, most of the videos and the pictures, they didn't generally come out from the council. If a video or a picture came out from the Ngoketunjia council, you would see the Ngoketunjia seal on it. So it's either one of the soldiers who's always very eager to send the things out and things like that. So
Okay, then Secretary, I saw a statement that the Ngoketunjia County came out with after Secretary Chris made that he was alive. He has spoken with him, and we heard the Ngoketunjia County coming out with a communique that they had printed his SIM card or whatsoever. What can you say about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. We are fighting against a regime. We are fighting against government who can do and undo. They can duplicate his SIM card and try to retrieve the numbers of those who have been in communication with him for at least a week or so.
So was his when they killed him, was his phone taken? What they carried his phone?
Yeah, they took his two phones. They took his two phones. So all his communications. If there's anybody who has been communicating with him, we advise the person to just drop the
cease that communication.
And because of all of these, last week during the week that just passed, his parents were also picked up. Old lady and old man, they were also picked up by the military.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult on the family and everybody actually. Yeah. So those are the circumstances surrounding his passing away, and where we are still heads over heels trying to trace everybody that he would have talked to in the last day before passing away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, may his soul.
If you have any question or whatsoever.
May his soul rest in peace. So I don't know if anybody, please you can write. If you have any question, you write on the comment. I will keep our defense strategist. I will keep him on. He will be on like this while I continue the show. But if you have any other question on this issue about any doubt, please you can ask. You can just write, and then I'll read it, and then he will comment. He will answer. So please, this is one of the things we are talking, making of videos. We are advising and we are pleading. We are calling on our generals. We are calling on our foot soldiers on daily basis. Please do not make videos. Please do not make videos. I don't know. I'm getting a question here that where is Shina Rambo? Is Shina Rambo in Ngoketunjia? Comrade Rise.
Hello.
Is Shina Rambo?
Yeah.
Is he? I hope he's fine.
No, he's okay.
Okay, thank you. Shina Rambo is fine. Shina Rambo is okay. I think I've answered that question. Yes, we keep on advising them. It's not only for particular people, it's for everybody to advise these people, these soldiers, to stop making videos. Whatever gain they have made, whatever loss they have made, please stop making videos. That is one of the biggest problems we are facing in this revolution. So I think no question is coming. Please, we thank you very much, Commander Price. God bless you, and we hope to have you back again for more updates. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, no problem, thanks.
I think in the days ahead, the next in command will be announced. I think in the days ahead. Yeah, so fellow Ambazonians, I think we have passed the first part. Before I go into the proper, which is the game that Ayaba and Sisiku are playing in this revolution, I want to... Yes, I think you have explained Samari. Yesterday, they have taken his phone. When they killed him, they collected his 2 phones. So when Secretary Chris called, it was the person who collected that phone answered. So now they are running his affair until we make the world to understand that, please, whoever is communicating with General No Pity, please cease all communication with him. The phone is no longer with him. The phone is with the enemy. So that is why they answered, and Secretary Chris thought it was him talking. They mimicked, they changed their voice to that of his own. So please, I want to also talk about, before I go to my last topic, because I have just 3 things today, let me talk about revolution. It is not for chicken hearts. I always repeat it. I always say this. My country people and his gang, they are living in delusion. They are living in, they are living in an abstract world. They are dreaming. Every day they claim that they are winning comedy revolution, but we are shutting and destroying La Republique every day. We have destroyed their economy. We have shut them down completely. We have made our land. Let me tell you, 60% of Ambazonia, let me say 70% of Ambazonia is ungovernable. 70%. So when I see a small gang of my country people, and when I touch them my last show was a serious touch to them. Please, my country people and your gang, let me tell you, you people are failing and you will continue to fail. When I talk against you, when I talk against the things you do, destroying, feeding on the blood of your people, you think you can threaten my family, you can threaten me, you are wasting your time. When the 6 days lockdown was imposed, where were you to uplift the 6 days? There was a successful 6 days lockdown in Ambazonia from the 6th. Yeah, from the 6th to the 11th of February, Ambazonia was shut down completely. Where were you and your gang to stroll around? There was no genuine election in Ambazonia. We saw military people with ammo, civilians with ammo. Where were you people? If you are man enough, my country people, you are hiding. This is my face. You know my family. You have exposed them on social media. I will play an audio. Let me tell you people something. I am playing this audio for you to know the extent and who are those who are behind people after me and my family. Let me play this audio. Fellow Ambazonians, don't go. I want you to share this audio. Don't tell me, Ethan, that you are not getting the volume. Is it okay? Let me play this. And I'll tell you guys who is behind this audio. Please listen to this audio.
Tony, you talk so much. You talk so much and do so little. Next time I will snap on a house for Fiangode for also put a clone on one side. I put on social media, made a suit in the house as I finish. I snap your papa to put them. My countryman is not your mammy, a woman, a picking up snap your papa. I was never probably a CRCD. If you didn't need to the town for Sister Grace of St. Teresa's Sister Convent, where be St. Francis Principal. Baby go St. Francis when I Father Josh, he did for St. Francis that time. It left over to Sister Grace. That Sister Grace help you to do what you did today. 2 years brother did today, thanks to Sister Grace. So you did today, if Sister Grace be tell you, you never be a father, you never be a monk, you never be nothing. Sister Grace will tell you. Sister Grace will never hide that for you. Your brother project never been able to become a father. But Sister Grace says no ever be a father. Sister Grace be tell you from the beginning. Thank God say after the dismissal brother for seminary, he go attend that monk thing. He last success for that monk. He remain for the monk. Thank God for Sister Grace. But they making it today. I'm not sharp. You go to tell people they say countryman they do bad. Countryman they do fine work. But they make it. Even that countryman, all they are foolish brother of clothes my wife and kiki them today so they for see their life. Countryman if they begin here countryman, because begin here countryman talk now you advise them wrongly. Now all the body come off your back. For the next month, so you can't head, you used to the border that, yeah, mommy, yeah, papa is more Calabar and went for that place. Because the Calabar blocked them for foundation, they get blocked for up, from down to up, now block the foundation, they up the Calabot. You don't want to get money. Why would that be the ass? They are afraid they don't take money for activists and become rich, then become get money, they be house of Kumba. Bill for Douala, Bill or Yaoundé, but a family suffer. You're going to suffer now waiting.
When I hear that talk, but talk the one now for pigeon. Your friend, they don't take money for activists. The B has for Douala, the B has for Kumba, the B has for Yaoundé. When I hear fine.
Your papa come for Yenon, go Yaoundé, go show your papa for La République, go show for their papa. Yeah, papa should on day. Take a different situation, different place. So you suffer. Don't suffer anyhow. You continue to suffer. The trust they will come. I'll tell you. Nonsense. Foolish porn, you know. I say go call the church and go. You bazaar, you keep going to you bazaar. The fact for this. Thomas Sakala, where they Dubai today. You know that she will keep all money for day. Thomas Francis, where they were Dubai today. Even though I be stand for front, you for tip all money for youth bazaar of Fiango. The early 2000s, you know I'm very well. The late 2000s, you know I'm very well. At the level they will tip all thing, but I tell you, if you not change to your way to behave, you're left to regret this thing because this thing will finish. I see a woman, I see a picking, I will kill him. Mrs. F. Man, tell me a year. No, I mean I will kill him. People need to kill him. I see a mommy, I will kill him because they kill my because of you. While friend come over, man control me matter of Fiango. You see me may send you 400,000. May support your activity. May go get a woman may chop. No worry. All that thing they were hard. Would wait at any daily thing go sit down cool. Your family enter Kumba. Your mommy enter Kumba. Go to you see the kid and they die. You to me, I mean, as die the hot way the key family people. That's not too much. You want coach you forget about yourself. You want coach every time to forget about yourself. You want coach my country forget about yourself. One coach people they forget about yourself. All of them critics, so now they confused. Man, the coach man, the coach man. My country people they do the best work. Don't let you do the best work. You need Anton let you do the best work. Your friend Anton let you do the best work. Follow you do the best work. You be fool. If I talk, you tell me say I no get sense. Anyway, they follow you up. I don't tell you they are mommy, your family, your brother, the sister entire year. You say they don't die to make you hear the pin inside the fee. That's why I'm about to keep people this keep. You know you worry that one. We don't for ample show you quiet. Make the thing cool. People they go die after the amber go finish. A past people they see their life. The pastor amber be there. So you the pray go make the amber they continue. Will the pray go make the amber finish? He go finish. Maybe there for Europe, for Germany, they inside house today. You got coronavirus. It go hold you make you die first. And other activity for America, for Europe, where they for France, where they check for China, where they check all the coronavirus. Make the coronavirus hold in Jesus' name. Make the coronavirus hold them in Jesus' name. Make them die. More get peace for Cameroon. Since the coronavirus start, we hear editor talk. We hear no man talk. We hear people talk. We continue talk. One don't talk now. As you finish talk, coronavirus already hold you. You go to make sure you know where you go die. Holy Ghost fire mob, fire your family, fire yourself. Nonsense, bastard.
Yes, Isema behave like Eric Tato. So Eric Tato say I don't hear message where don't send for me. We don't send the agent, they made them send for me. I don't hear the message. Say tell us thank you plenty. Now the man will send up that message. Ma tell now the man this way send that message. His name na Dixon. He didn't for Douala. Now the person that will make that audio, will tell me say go key my mommy, go key my picking, they go key my this. If they see them for Kumba, they go key all them. Now the person that will make that audio, his name na Dixon. After this, I go send her out. That audio go outside. When I see no, in that. I Dixon that. Now he make that audio. Say me I behave like Eric Tato. I will never behave like Eric Tato because I'm not Eric Tato. And I want to tell I want to tell you, Mr. Dixon, you did hear me for play with they say we need to make like I come now once every week. I come every Wednesday, every Tuesday for 7 o'clock. I come once every week for deeper truth. But now, so how when I don't talk, how we don't talk, I go to come now every day. Before I want to start this struggle, I don't abandon everybody. I don't get nobody. As I start this struggle, I don't disown my entire family because I dey fight for justice and they don't want to be part of it. They have even disowned me. So don't even bother yourself about killing anybody. It doesn't change. It will not even make me blink. Ambazonians, I have given up everything for this struggle. Look, they have killed more than 12,000 people. More than 12,000 have died. And I am not different from any of them. My mother is not different from any of them. My brother is not different from any of them. And I want to, may his soul rest. My father died 4 years ago. My papa died 4 years ago for 2016. My papa died for 2016. But today they talk how they don't keep my papa still there alive. So when I see Sawe then day, I did not ever go to St. Francis, but at the year Palavas. Now my twin brother goes St. Francis, be father. I don't did na Kaskumbao. So any man will feel say if you take my family, say they go kill them, threaten me, kill them. Wherever they are, if you want to kill them, now you don't kill me. I go now the day where God want me to go. And this struggle, so long as I dey alive, so long as I am living, I will fight till the day we get to Boya. If it takes us 10 years, I will fight for 10 years. If it takes us 1 day, I will fight for that 1 day. I am not blinking. So if you think that you say you assassinate my family, my mother, you assassinate my children, my this, please don't think it will make me to blink for 1 second. I will never behave like Eric Tato. I will never behave like Yanit Sikot. I will never behave like my country people. I will destroy Yaoundé. I don't talk much. I don't come out much. I walk on the ground. That is why I am giving this message to the people of Kumba, most especially Mbachu Jacob K. When I don't hear how they threaten my family, say they go kill all man. We are at war, and I want to tell you people, if they target my family, know your own family is not safe. If my family is targeted by whosoever, know your own family is not safe. You that you are working as an enabler for my family to be destroyed, your own family, I have my own boys on the ground. I have my own soldiers, the Ambazonian Restoration Forces, ready to defend the integrity of Ambazonia. So, I am using them. So, if you come after my family, I go after your family. It is simple. It is simple. But I want to tell you that if you think you send messages like this to make me even blink, I will not blink. I will not. I will not. Mr. Eric Tato, they said I should behave like you. So it means you are part of this team. You have seen that they cannot stop me on social media. They cannot stop me with the work I am doing on the ground. They have sent an audio. And this is the person who has made that audio. This is Dixon. This is the idiot who says anytime I come to Kumba, anytime they see my father, my father is dead. Anytime they see my mother, they see my children, they will kill them. I want to promise you that I will come back to Kumba. When we have independence, me, Paul Nillong, I will step my foot in Ambazonia. I am not fighting to remain in exile. I am fighting because I want to come down. And let me tell you, days ahead, Kumba will be ungovernable. Kumba will be uncomfortable to so many of you. Anybody who is an enabler, I want to inform you that in the days ahead, Kumba will be a different dimension. I am taking it on my own now. Because of this audio, because of this threat, because of what this message they have sent to me, now the real war will start. So I want people of Kumba, all those mayors and councillors, keeping the military to target my family. Let me tell you people, the days ahead will be very rough for you. The days ahead, I am informing Ambazonians, the days ahead will be rough for you. So if you are in Ambazonia and you think you will target my family and you go free, please, you are wasting your time. Because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your own family too. I want to tell you people, but no, continue to send. This one is small. This one is small. I have a life. I don't live for my father or my mother or my brothers or my sister. I am in this by myself. But I want to inform you people that my mother is not different from Mami Apia. My mother is not different from Mami Apia. Me, I am not different from Wazuzu. Where I am not safe. I can be poisoned at any time. But I will not blink. I will not blink. In this struggle, we are going to Boya. And I will give my own small contribution. In any way that I have to, I will give it. But people of Kumba, especially those of Kumba 2, please mind yourself. Mayors and councillors, though that building, that council building must be shut down. So in the days ahead, you will hear from me. All those who are coming in that council building, all these enablers, you have formed, you have gathered, and you have sent Mr. Dixon to come and tell me that they will threaten. I just want Ambazonians to listen to it again. Just listen to it again. Let me see.
Wrongly. Now all the border come off your back. For the next month, so you can't head, you use the border that mommy, papa is more Calabar and went for that place. Because the Calabar blocked enough for foundation, that get blocked for up from down.
I want you to hear where he said, why you don't behave like Eric?
I know that be the ass. Therefore, I think whenever activists and become rich and become get money, they be house of Kumba.
Your friend don't take money for activists. Ma bring that place back.
For foundation, that get blocked for up.
Now you're fine.
Now block the foundation, they up like Calabot. You know what I'm get money. I know that be the ass. Therefore, I think whenever activists and become rich and become get money, they be house of Kumba. Bilan for Douala, Bilo Yaounde, but family suffer. Yaounde, you suffer now waiting. Your
friend, they don't take money. So it means the activists now work where they collect money for BHAS. They don't collect money BHAS.
Because for the papa. Yeah, papa should on the different situation, different place. So you suffer. Don't suffer anyhow. You continue to suffer. The trust they all come. God tell you. Nonsense. Foolish corny, no. I say go Kali Church and go with bazaar, you put money with bazaar. The sacrifice for this. Thomas Sakala, where they Dubai today. You know that they took all money for day. Thomas Francis, where they were Dubai today. You know that they stand for front. You for take all money for youth bazaar of Fiango. The early 2000s, you know I'm very well. The late 2000s, you know I'm very well. At the level they will take all things, but I tell you. If you not change to your way to behave, you're left to regret this thing because this thing will finish. I see a woman, I see a picking, I will kill him. Mrs. F. I tell me, yeah, no, I will kill him. People need to kill him. I see a mommy, I will kill him because they kill my because of you. While friend come on, control me, mother of Fiango. You see, maybe may send you 400,000. May support your activity. May go get a woman may chop. No worry, all that thing they were hard. Would wait at any daily thing will sit down cool. Your family enter Kumba. Your mommy enter Kumba. Go to the kid and they die. You to me, I mean, as die, the hot way the key family people. That's not too much. You want coach people, you forget about yourself. You want coach every time they forget about yourself. You want coach my country, forget about yourself. One coach the people they forget about yourself. All of them critics, I hear them confused. The man the coach man, the coach man. My country people they do the best work. Don't let you do the best work. You need Anton let you do the best work. Your friend Anton let you do the best work. Follow you do the best work. You be fool. If I talk, you tell me say I no get sense.
Now they do the
anyway,
best work.
Follow you up.
They follow me up. Me try to follow them up. So, fellow Ambazonians, that is nothing will make me blink in this struggle. I am not different from Wazuzu. Nobody is more Ambazonian than the other. That is it. And I will never collect money to be house as an activist. I would prefer to remain poor and we reach Boya as a family. And to be rich. And when we get independence today, I remain on exile. Because there are so many activists that will remain on exile. And I don't want to be counted among those who will remain on exile. Now, I want to talk something about the game, the experiment that the Ayabacho and Sisiku are playing in this revolution. The experiment. Ayabacho began this struggle more than 30 years ago, like we said. But now when things change from 2016, I want us to take this struggle from 2016 till today, when it started. Ayabacho has never had any diplomatic success. For 30 years that he has been in this struggle, there have been no diplomatic success. He has made no diplomatic breakthrough. The few diplomatically recognized, we had people like Fongonjin Jinka. We knew Ayaba has been using this struggle for the past 30 years to do his business in Europe. That is clear. His asylum documents and business, these people signed it every day. He signs, they pay his money. There are so many in Europe that we don't need to prove that. It's a fact. Okay, for this past 3 years, I want to talk about the diplomatic success. He came about with the bus that the bus has recognized. The bus in Spain has recognized. Fine. 2 Norwegian professors will be sent. All just because of what? The Swiss initiative, as a means to distort, to disrupt the Swiss initiative. So it is an experiment that he is making because he thinks it must only be him. The best is his numerous interviews that he has had with different stations. He has had with BBC, he has had with Sky News, with this. What has all this brought us? Is there any gain, or is just that he must show to the world that he is the leader? He is the internationally recognized leader. He is the rebel leader. He is the this. What do you have on the ground? You are playing every day with the life of people. You are making experiment with the life of Ambazonians on daily basis. You rejected unity from the start. When they started the Swiss initiative, you rejected unity to gather with them. It is a pity. It's a pity, Dr. Ayaba. With all due respect that I have for your office, but I want to ask your AGovC, those who are listening to me here, that for the past 30 years, that your leader, Dr. Ayaba, what diplomatic gain, what did he prepare from 1900 to 2016, that when we came in now with this force to join, to combine, and then move forward? Nothing. There is nothing. He is making an experiment. When Sisiku called him for a unity government, he said Sisiku was a JJC. So at the end of the day, AGovC, you people are only making noise every day on social media, making loud and dirty noise every day on social media. At the end of the day, ask yourself, at the level of diplomacy, what have you gained? What have you achieved? Is there any milestone that the AGovC has acquired in the level of diplomacy? I don't know whether some people, they reason, or we are just happy that we want to criticize, we want to talk against somebody and say, this one. Ask yourself, I am asking all AGovC people, what diplomatic gain have you made at the level of diplomacy? Have you made any diplomatic gain? What achievement? Since we heard of the bus, it has ended like that. We had 2 professors who will be going to talk, to negotiate, and what, up to today, that one too is a scam. At the level of communication, Ambazonians, I want you to listen, and you listen to me very gently. At the level of communication, this same Ayaba, when SCBC was to be launched, this same Ayaba said that we don't need television during war. We need but a revolutionary whatsoever. But today, I want to ask I want you to follow me. If this is an experiment, this revolution is an experiment, now let us try this. No, let us not try this. Let us do this. Let us not do this. Today, we hear that you want to invest 10% into SCBC. You want to launch 10%. Ambassadors, I want to tell you why he wants to launch 10%. 10% is because SCBC is a private-owned television. SCBC is not a state television. It's a business television. So they are investing 10% for gain. It's not 10% that there will be there will be profit. He will benefit from that 10%. So when you contribute your money, you give it to him, he invests 10%, it becomes, that is a private, SCBC is a private business that runs, that has her gain and her profit. So they are going into SCBC now because they will make profit out of it. It's not because they like this struggle. It's an experiment they are making, and they will continue to experiment on the money and the blood of Ambazonia people. On the money and the blood of Ambazonia people. I want you to listen to me very carefully. SCBC is a private-owned television. He is going in there because they want to invest for fun. They want to invest for their personal gain. An account that they will never give to anybody. Now, I want to talk about military and resource mobilization. They were the first people who sabotaged MTTB. AGOVC and her allied. They sabotaged MTTB, the My Trip to Boya resource mobilization. They destroyed, they came out with all type of theory until the desired amount was never met. Let me tell you people something. But today, I want to ask, they started with Changshu Boy, Pache, Contender Force, pin by pin, and today they are coming with Takeover Force. I want to ask you, what did the Changshu Boy achieve? Any accountability? Was any money accounted for? Did they, after much pressure, My Trip to Boya, the accounts were drawn. 13 auditors were selected from the 13 counties. They came in and they accounted. They drew that account. They gave the account to the public and they were interviewed on it. So, I want to ask, what are the achievements, both on the ground? What has the Changshu Boy, what did they achieve? What did they gather? Did they any territorial gain? Because we are contributing for territorial gain. Is there any territorial gain? Is there any territorial gain? There is no territorial gain. There is no territorial gain on their part. Ambassadors, I want you to understand this. Dr. Ayaba is making an experiment in this revolution. It's an issue of me. I have done this. I have done this. The leader, I want you to endorse me. I want you to do this. Please, Mr. Ayaba, if you are serious in this revolution, join the team act. If you are serious. Even though there is no way now for admission. What is the result after Changshu Boy, after Pache, after Contender Force, after pin by pin, now they take over force? All these experiments on the life of our people. All these experiments that you are conducting every day. Yes, you started Changshu Boy block by block, Pache, Contender. Where are the Contender Forces? Where are they? At the end of what are the results of all this? Ambassadors, I want you to understand. The result of all this is no territory captured. We only have lies and conspiracy. They spend their time on their so-called platforms only to abuse Dr. Sako from morning till night. They are there abusing Sako from morning till night. That is all that they know. That is the best work that they are. There's another one in China. He makes conspiracy until sometimes when I even manage to listen to him, I think the devil asks himself that who taught you this one? Who taught you this one? Who taught you this one? I think even the devil is sometimes amazed by the lies of that young man in Hong Kong. What is the result of all this? It is kidnapping, fighting and killing of our own. What happened in Bui? What happened in Kugwe? In Kugwe, that is it. And what is the next? We hear only propagandas and theories every day. Ambassadors, I want to ask these ADF people. I have to be very frank, straightforward today. I want to ask you people. You have been contributing money for 10 years now. No one day you have not stood on your platform and said you have done this, you have achieved this for 3 years. You have achieved this. When it comes to lockdown, you have only arranged with your Grand Zero Defense Council, which is made up of ADF, so that when they come out behind doors with their mad dates, you endorse it. You have never done any and no project carried, no territory gain, and you are abusing the interim government. When you see what they are doing, they have Ngokutunja is steady, Lebialem is steady. You look at Bui. Bui was doing good and fine when Chacha emerged. You say you must put down Chacha because you it was all over media. You said it everywhere that they must kill Chacha. And Chacha is dead today. That is Bui. Take over the Bui. But there is Kambe. There's Ndonga to go there and you take Ndonga to go there. Go to Menchum and take Menchum. Please. It's a pity that Ayaba is making an experiment in on the blood. But every day they will be telling you, my trip to Boya, my trip to Boya. This man is a fake pastor, fake pastor. Let every leader come out. What is Ayaba doing? What is his own job? In this Europe, let them come out. Yes, I want to tell you that Dr. Sako is not jobless. Dr. Sako is the president, and the president is an office, and that office does not warrant you to go and work, because that is a whole job. How can you tell Donald Trump? How can you ask Donald Trump that? What are you working? Donald Trump is the president. That is an office that he works inside. So you cannot be asking Dr. Sako, jobless pastor. No, Dr. Sako is not jobless. Dr. Sako is the president. That is his own work that the Ambazonian people have given unto him. Let Dr. Ayaba, who is a worker, I want to see his working address, where he works, the name of his workplace, what he does. I am not working, I am a poor, I've been, like you heard they say, I'm a poor man, a poor bush faller. I'm a poor boy. But since you abuse Dr. Sako every day that is a jobless pastor, I want you, let every president, let every group leader tell us what they are doing. What are they working? What are they working? But I want to inform you, take this message back. Dr. Sako is the president of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. He does not deserve to work any other thing again. Sisiku, who was working, they gave him they were paying him $6,000. He was working, as he claimed to be working in Nigeria, but they were still paying him $6,000. We don't hear about that. It's a pity. But after all your programs, my part chair, Chamshu boy, contender force, pin by pin, now they take over force. What are your achievements? When you finish for part chair, tell that we have from part chair, we got this territory. From pin by pin, we got this. We only hear that they will send 93,000 for weapon. Up to today, we have not seen weapon. We have not seen what the weapon has done. Yes, you have supplied weapon. What has the weapon done? Ambazonians, what has this weapon done? Has this weapon been achieved, have been used to take over territories? Because this weapon is to take over territory. What do we hear? They have been chased away from Kugwe. What do we hear? They have been chased from one village in Bui. But they keep on making careless noise on social media every day. Coming out with theories that it is only God alone, it's only the devil who knows where these theories are coming from. It is terrible, fellow Ambazonians, that you hear intellectuals, they call themselves intellectuals, they call themselves people who are reasoning, and you cannot ask yourself, but for these 3 years, what have we done? What has ADF done for these 3 years? What can they prove to the Ambazonian people? The interim government can prove, if at least for no other place, the interim government can prove that we have taken Lebialem. We have made Lebialem completely ungovernable. At least we have that one. We cannot push and boast that Ngokutunja is well organized and functioning in a very good direction. Just that too is enough. Just that too is enough. I mean, just that too. So tell me what achievement? Because if you come out with a project, my trip to Boya was sabotaged. 80% of this money was siphoned by who? By these very commanders. They call themselves commanders who are in the diaspora. They took this money, put it behind their pocket. Account was drawn. You all saw it. So please, ADF, stop talking. If it is talking on media, you are number one. You have propagandists that comes out with theory that you cannot believe. What we want is work on the ground. You have been sent away from Kugu. I don't even know where you are now located. You rejected unity. Dr. Ayabacho, you rejected unity from day one. You called Siseko what? Johnny just come. When Siseko started ruling from jail, that was when you decided to join with Siseko. Because you knew that you will be on the upper position. You have been rejecting government from day one, but you have decided, because that government has a common goal, which I will conclude with. That government has a common goal. You have rejected the Team Act. You have rejected Team Act. Now you want to form the Team Ambazonia. Ayabacho, what do you really want? Doctor, what do you really want? You oppose anything that does not come from you. It must be from you. Do you care about the life of our people who are dying every day? If you care about their lives, please gain territory. With all the heavy weapons and armories that you have, gain territories. Don't only be talking from one project to the other. We don't see what this project, the benefits of this project. How does it benefit the Ambazonian people? How does all this project benefit the Ambazonian people? How? In which way does it benefit the Ambazonian people? So it is very, very terrible. It is very, very terrible. Dr. Ayabacho, you rejected the interim government from the beginning. Now, since Siseko has decided to split, has decided to cause the biggest confusion of the century in the Ambazonian struggle, you have decided to side with him. Because your purpose is not fighting against La Republique, it's fighting against the interim government, which you have detested, you have rejected from the onset. That is the purpose. That is why you are joining. You are siding now with Siseko, because you are helping him to destroy what you had wanted to destroy from the onset. Siseko, you started in Nigeria as a what? As a chairman of the governing council. Patasan wholeheartedly, in all his magnanimity, gave you this position, gave you this seat which he deserved. You declared the independence that had been declared in 1999 by Justice Alogbede. May his soul rest in peace. On the 1st of October 2017, you reminded us, and you formed the first government when you gave out your listing. You were not interested in self-defense, but I'm surprised today that you are controlling self-defense from prison. Wait, ma Adamu no go see forget. You engaged in diplomacy. I am sorry to tell you that up to today, we have not got any diplomatic gain from what you left before you went into prison. So this revolution is what? Is an experiment that you are making. You left. You had your diplomat. You cited diplomacy. You embarked on diplomacy. But it's a pity that since you left, we have had no success, no result. Even amidst the follow-up of what you left, but there's no result. But today, in your newspaper interview, you said you are controlling forces that you were never even interested. I want you, Ambazonians, tie it. It's the same way that Ayaba was never happy, was never interested, was against the formation of a government. But today, he is part with Siseko to destroy. But Siseko thinks he loves him. He does not love the government, and he will never love the government. Let me tell you. Let me make you understand that. You extended, Siseko, you extended the hand of fellowship to all the other leaders. Most of them rejected it. Most of them rejected it. But today, you are taking side with somebody who had rejected your idea and who keeps rejecting your idea. It is for his business, what that he is citing with you. It's not for the interest of this revolution. It's because he wants to destroy the interim government. In terms of research mobilization, you raised huge sum of money during your Meet the People the World Tour. You raised much money, SCAPAC, DOD. But up to today, no one accountability. No one. You have not given account. We heard in the tape one audio. You were shouting when they were talking about account. You were shouting against anything account. You were protecting Milan not to give any account. But it is the same you are talking about my trip to Boya account. That the people are disappointed. People are dying because my trip to Boya. But meanwhile, you have not even given. What experiment are you making with the life of our people and in this struggle? We are not for this. We are you told Tabenyang Kalesh and how they call this other lady. There's another one lady. You told the three of them not to attend the audit. And up to today, Tabenyang has not attended audit because of you. You have appointed him in your Kondengi group. He's still owing account of another group of the interim government. He's still owing account of the interim government. But you have taken him over. But you yourself are not ready to even give account of one dime that you collected. Skapak, no account. DOD, no account. Weto, no account. Ambazonian people, where are we heading to? And every day we keep insulting Dr. Sako. They have my trip to Boya, this my trip to Boya, my trip. So there's another loud epong in Maryland, Patrick of Maryland, shouting, there is a thief, he is a thief, he is a thief. The real thief is covering the real thief. Tabenyang is the real thief. Helena Konji, the thief. Kalesh, thieves. Siseko himself in prison, I want to tell you, he is the same because he has rejected. Let him give account. If he can conduct meeting from prison, he means he too can give account. Let him come out and give account. So that before you call another person a thief, the person you are covering and calling as a president too has given his own account. Stop calling Sako thief. Meanwhile, your own president has stolen and he's covering thieves. This revolution is not an experimental ground for Siseko and Ayaba. Get me and you get me well today. You cannot be calling accounts for my trip to Boya when you cannot give your own account. When you are holding people not to give their own account. His quest for power. Let me continue. He went to Nera without giving us the agenda of Nera. None of his people were aware of what they were going to do in Nera. None of them. After his arrest and decision, what happened? In that audio, I think Prince J has played that audio. Clovis has played that audio. I don't like to play too much of this audio because you guys already heard it. He spent 2 months when he was free, we could talk. He spent 2 months trying to form a team. Let me tell you somebody who has greed for power. Siseko has greed for power. Greed for power. He took his time. Formed what? He formed a team of about 20 people. In that audio, he is telling them that he has spent 2 months to form this team. And that this team, any decision that they take override any other arm. It means it overrides the arm of the executive arm of government. It overrides it was then ASC. It overrides the Restoration Council. It overrides the Judicial Council. I mean, you can imagine. He formed that. It means anything they had. He never consulted anybody to choose who he was supposed to choose. It means he himself single-handedly chose an arm of government. It means the Kondengi government to override any other decision from the interim president then, Dr. Sako, and the executive. The cabinet. It means he was... Now, which kind of experiment this man they make for people their life? Which kind of experiment this man they make for people their blood? Which kind of experiment this man they make for people their money? Ambazonians. In there, they endorse. You hear somebody who has greed for power. He endorsed the APNC knowing fully well the agenda of APNC. He knew the agenda of APNC. Let me tell you people something. They had already prepared with his South African cabal that they will endorse APNC, and when they go out there, that APNC, they will dismiss Dr. Sako and the end of the interim government. and their owner, they will form their new government and they will ride on. You are in prison. You withdraw a government. You withdraw. I'm telling you, his quest for power. If I'm saying anything that is out of the ordinary, please, you can correct me. Type it and correct me. If I'm saying something that has not happened, because people will say conspiracy. If I'm saying something that has not happened, that we have not gotten proof of, you tell me. It is very simple. You are in captivity. You dismiss a government that is free. You tell them you are recalling your government. When you are in captivity, you say you are recalling your government. You did not pass through the Restoration Council. You did not consult the executive. You did not consult the Judicial Council. You single-handedly sat and called your government Jesus Christ. Ambazonia, do we reason? Do we reason? There again, you formed a new government. That is not a recognized government. It's a group. It's a group. Now, to even make matters worse, the recent happening between them and Kanto, we see him writing a private letter with the other 9, writing a private letter to Kanto. What was the agenda of that letter? What was the agenda of that letter? What was the raison d'être? What was the meaning? That you have to abandon your own brother. You have to send your own brother away. We knew there was one slogan at the beginning of this revolution. One for all for one. One for all for one. Partasang wrote a letter on his behalf, advising. It was an advisory letter, just like teachers like to advise people. He was advising Ambazonians. You went behind, collided with your other 9. You wrote a disclaimer, sent privately. If it is not ringing a bell in our heads, now Unasabi, I'm not part of the Kondengi group, and I will never be part of the group. I cannot be a free man, and I'm taking authorities from somebody who is in prison. And when you want to hear, they tell you he's paying the ultimate price. He is not paying the ultimate price. He is not. Only those who have died have paid the ultimate price. The difference between me and him here is I am free but living in chain. I am free but living in chain. So fellow Ambazonians, now I want to tell you now that when the two of them come together, Ayaba and Sisiku, they are coming not to fight against La Republique, they are coming to destroy the interim government. Because that is the main idea. That is what has been, it's like a stumbling block to the progress of Ayaba. If you see they spend 3 hours on their platforms, listen to them. Their biggest problem is Dr. Sako. Dr. Sako morning, Dr. Sako at night, Dr. Sako evening, Dr. Sako this. Dr. Sako is not your problem. La Republique is your problem. La Republique is your problem. Fight La Republique. Fight La Republique. Fellow Ambazonians, we must not blink. We must not blink. Even if we are remaining 10, it is not the number that matters. It is the determination. The determination of these 10 people to do the right thing. Because it's unimaginable that if I make an audio today, I am castigated. I have the right to castigate any leader. Then an activist will come, carry my picture, put it on social media because I made an audio against Dr. Sako, against Sisiku. That is madness. Look at what a Kemapatrick of Maryland is doing. Abusing people from morning till night. But let me tell you, his children will take these videos one day and watch them. And they will ask him, Daddy, were you the one abusing people like this? Where went your own small morale? You are abusing people from morning till night. You abuse this one. He is sleeping with this. He is a prostitute. This one is this. Because they made an audio against trying to put senses into the heads of Sisiku. You are there only to abuse. You cannot fight 8 million Amazonians. Epong, you cannot. You will never, and you will never succeed with your evil plan that you have with that man. If you have collected your own money to build, as this young man, as Dixon is saying that others have collected money. If you have collected your own money and to build, go and build. But we have the right to speak, to talk against Sisiku. What he has done, he used to be our leader. So we have the right to criticize what he did yesterday. So not because I talk against Sisiku, you come and say, hey, this one says he's Mami this, this one says he is Mami Mojoko, this is his picture, because he made an audio against Sisiku. He has the right to make it. We all have the right to make it. Just as I have the right to talk to when Ayaba is doing something that I see that is not correct, I have the right to talk to him. I have the right to tell him that this thing you are doing, this thing you are doing, this to him. Doesn't mean that Ayaba now will carry my picture and say my family because they don't see my face. He will carry all my family and put on social media. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that the work of activists now is to aid La Republique, and we are seeing them. All the names and the pictures that he is putting out, peacefully La Republique is using it. So it means he has automatically become an agent of La Republique to give out the identity of most of these people whom we know. Some are not willing to show their faces, but they have their own ideas to contribute. So if you have received money and you think you can continue to fight, you are wasting your time. For how long will you fight? Fellow Amazonians, please, before I round up, I want to appeal that we must educate our people, especially our foot soldiers, on the ongoing COVID-19. They must stop sharing cigarette. Stop sharing. We should not be distracted. Stop sharing cigarette. Wash your hands each time you go out of the camp or you are coming back into the camp. Please. In the days ahead, I'll make an educative audio on our boys on how to do this prevention. So please, this revolution has not turned into a one that you begin to dig into their lives. Eric, let me tell you, you have children. These children are in Yaoundé. These children, they are in Yaoundé. Please, anybody who is listening to me, tell him that he has children and they are in Yaoundé. And if he joke, I will remove all the pictures of these children and put on social media. Mine, my entire family. Why? Children, all of them. My mother, even my father who is dead. They are still threatening to put his own picture on the social media. My brothers, everything. It is out there. They might not the fear grave. So stop exposing people while your own children are there. Your children are there in Yaoundé. So don't think they can hide, and don't think only you alone can investigate. Don't think only you alone know how to put people's children on social media that this is their family, this is this, I have discovered this is it. You are not only you. But in the days ahead, where your children are staying, their names and their age, their pictures, we will put them out. I want you to know that we will put them out. We will put them on social media. Your own children are not more important than my own children. If you know where my own are, I know you will show them to La Republique. So watch out. This nonsense of you exposing, putting people's children on social media. I want to tell you that you have children. I want to tell you that you have a family. Your wife have a family. The other day they sent me an audio. They described Jesus Christ. Amazonians, we are not going to blink. We are not going to blink. Yes, I can see that because his own children are in Yaoundé. They don't disturb them. They are free. But my children, I don't even know where they are today. I don't know where they are. But God will see them through. God will protect them. So, fellow Amazonians, this is not a revolution of, fighting against people. No. I think Clovis, I've taken 25 minutes in Clovis. Clovis will be coming up on ABC with Amber Voice. So I think from here we are going to join Clovis on Amber Voice today. So fellow Ambazonians, General No Pity is no more. May his soul rest in peace. I've given a special warning to councillors and mayors of Kumbatu. I've played you people an audio where the life of my family, they are threatening the life of my family. So, I'm not going to blink. My country people, try harder. Dixon, work harder. I'm not going to take blood money to betray my people. I'm not going to take blood money to betray my people. I'm going to die a poor man. But I'll go to Boya. I will see Boya. I will see Boya. If I cannot, my children will enter Boya and they will rejoice that their father played a role for them. So try harder. Continue. Go and dig more. Remove my father from the grave and snap him. Send him to Yaoundé. But anybody who is in a glass house, please be careful. Don't throw stones. I want to appeal. We have to concentrate. Please, fund your local government. It is very imperative. Fund your local government. Support your local government. Now is the time for us. We can also raise funds for hand sanitizers. I wanted to start a fundraising for hand sanitizers for us to buy hand sanitizers for our boys. Yeah, if you know where my family, who is this Nick Compo? When you know where my family is, what changes? Swine. I don't have a family. That family is not different from other families that have been killed. Let me tell you. You think I came into this world for family? I've given up everything. I've sacrificed everything. So don't think you can use my family. If you know my family, that's your business. It's your cup of tea, yeah? It's your cup of tea. So don't think anybody can even stand and threaten me with family. Don't even waste your time. I'm a soldier of this revolution. And we are going to meet in Boya. Yeah, this is the contact for all those who want to join the Kumba LGA. Please, that is the contact on the screen. That is the contact. You just read it. That is it from the Kumba LGA. All people from Kumba, please. In the days ahead, Kumba will be hot. I want to thank you all for being with me today. Next week, Tuesday, is another day for Deeper Truth. God bless you all. We stay strong till we reach Boya. Yaoundé must go down. Please make that as a commitment. We are going to fight. We are going to put Yaoundé down. They are down on their knees, but they must go down. They must bow. Their foreheads must touch the ground. I want to thank Comrade Abdul Karim for his wonderful work that he's doing in Canada. Please, you have my back. God bless you, big brother. Ciao. Hold it, and we take it to Boya. Fellow Ambazonians, I want to thank you all. I've made my statements today. I've challenged Ayaba. I've challenged Sisiku. This revolution is not an experiment. This revolution is not an experiment. This revolution is for the freeing of homeland. Thank you. God bless you all.